Hey guys, Tisha here. I'm gonna warn you that this video is probably gonna be all over the place. Not even sure yet what I'm gonna title it because I decided to re-listen to the episode from yesterday. So one of the things that you all don't know about me is what I do when I watch an episode is I sit there, take notes, pause, take notes, pause, take notes, pause. It's different from taking notes, pausing when watching a show versus just watching a show. So while I was at work today, I decided to just listen to the show. And one of the things that I found myself being extremely pissed off about is that Cody basically said that since the time that Christine has been dating David, he admitted to only speaking to David for 15 minutes. And my assumption is that this was probably at a wedding or something to that extent. I doubt it was something where he personally picked up the phone and asked Christine if he could speak to David. His 11-year-old daughter at some point is going to be heavenly. Why I keep saying heavenly? Heavily. Like, hello, get the word out. Heavily involved with this man, right? His grown children and grandchildren will be around him, and it doesn't seem to matter to him. He cared enough to supposedly vet Robin about being with him, but he doesn't care enough to vet David about being around his young daughter. Say what? I got really high with that. My voice is coming back. Did y'all hear that high note? Okay. What is wrong with Cody? Did he ask how he's getting along with his daughter or how he intends to show up in his child's life? I'm not saying that David is dangerous or a perv or anything like that. Please understand that. But to me, there should be some apprehension at first because we know that Christine thought that Cody was a good man too. Christine thought Cody was a good man too. So I'm going to be looking at Christine like, okay, is David really a good man? I think he is. But I'm just saying, if I was a father in this situation, I would want to make sure that the person that is going to be around my child, who is going to be living in the home with her, is solid. Okay? Oh, goodness. At this point, it's clear that he doesn't care about his kids. All he cares about is how he looks to us and how he feels. As soon as my mother started dating her ex-husband, that's a whole nother story, my dad handled that. I still to this day, which I kind of want to ask him, I still to this day do not know what was said, but I know that they had several discussions about me and what it would look like with me living with them because they were living together by themselves before I moved in with my mom, my junior year, right? I knew that anything that he did to me, or said to me, looked at me any type of way, that I could call my daddy on that phone. And best believe with some of the mess that he pulled, I did. And when I called my father, that my father checked him without any form of hesitation. Cody is not that type of man. Cody is the type of man who wants to be waited on hand and foot, the type of man that wants to be babied by his wives and children, the type of man who thinks that his kids should be groveling and coming back to him asking for forgiveness, the type of man who doesn't see that anything that he's done is wrong. The type of man, for some reason, thinks that he's a good father, even though we've seen the polar opposite. I'm looking back at the way that all of these children look, even with the small clip of what we've seen for the upcoming episode. And this is the happiest that I've seen most of his wives and some of his children since being on TV. The wives who have left him look lighter, and the one that is with him looks heavier. Kody met David for 15 minutes and admits to having a light conversation. What is a light conversation when this man is about to be with your children? Kody is a clown. You sitting there saying that he mostly talked with Robin and she said he was sweet isn't enough for me. You need to know what's going on. Is it important for him to know the ins and outs of Christine's relationship? No. But when it pertains to his daughter, if he was really a hands-on daughter, that should be something that he is considering is Truly and how all of this affects Truly. Did he sit down with Truly and see if she was excited about having a new father figure in the home? Did he find out if Truly was okay with it going from it being just her mom to now her mom and David? These are things that he should have discussed with his child. Kody is no prize. Kody has spent his life living off other women. This fool was broke with 13 kids and 3 wives and decided to marry another woman, bringing 4 additional mouths to a household and then a baby because he was dying to get his pencil wet. He got with Mary and convinced her to stay a polygamist. He and Mary used to job hop because they were both irresponsible. He met Janelle and was impressed by her ability to be financially responsible as well as her intelligence. Janelle helped him get jobs at some point and then later provided him a home. Janelle and Mary were not getting along, and he said, you know what? Let me add another wife to this situation. Then there was Christine, who was considered polygamous royalty. Her job was to perform for him, to be his chef, to make him happy, and to get the ladies to get along. Christine is what led to them being on the show in the first place. Meanwhile, he acts like he's supposed to be the prize. And then he goes and he finds that bird. The bird didn't bring anything but debt, more mouths to feed, and her crumpled cookie. Lord, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have called her cookie crumpled. That's not nice. But y'all know what I mean. Like, the crumpled cookie, don't think I'm really trying to belittle, her anatomy, but there was nothing so special about her. She wasn't this whole cookie that was just, never damaged and didn't have all this mess with her. She was a crumpled cookie. Look at me trying to fix it. You know what? Why lie? I'm not going to do that to you all. She's a crumpled cookie. Yeah, I'm trying to fix it and I don't need to. That's not the type of relationship that we have, y'all. Y'all know what I mean. So, what did Kody bring? I want to know. Seriously. Christine had to fake being happy for Kody. She faked joy. He only liked the bubbly parts of her. She no longer has to hide her feelings to pacify him. All of the OG3 were prizes. And it's sad that Kody didn't see it. I'm not giving away the best parts of me just for this man to give it to someone else in return and not pour anything into me. Cody is no prize, but David might be the prize though. That's what I'm gonna say. Cody no prize. Okay, I got the title, y'all. According to sources on the internet, David Woolley is an American entrepreneur, a businessman, and an architect. David has made a name for himself as an entrepreneur in the construction industry. Meanwhile, what is it that Cody does besides show that he is jealous and envious of how happy everyone is without him? And I'm loving it. I want them to keep rubbing it in his face without mentioning him, so Cody can see the true prize that he is. I know this was all over the place, but it was just some additional things that I felt that I needed to say based on that little bit that I saw. I'm definitely probably going to come back with more about Robin later on in the week, but I want to do some digging on her, because her sitting there doing that whole, she didn't want to disrespect the kids thing and the wives, when we know that she disrespected them by not encouraging Cody to attend Isabel's surgery, is just one of the many roads that we're going to go down. Until next time.